Well, after 6 days of running on pea coal, it's time to check in with the little Gentleman Janitor JG5 with the van Wert Stoker on and see how it's doing. But since we haven't been driving this here 944 V8 much, I figured I'd fire it up and run it for about 10 minutes, get the battery charged up. Gas and stuff to flow around in it. Wow. It still has pretty wicked throttle response. That always surprises the hell out of me from the way it ran before. But it is just, you touch the throttle, it goes. That was a nice little one. Give it about a quarter and that's what it does. Pretty crazy. Alright, we've got enough carbon monoxide in here now. There, it's running on a heat call now. Gearbox hasn't broken yet. The input shaft, which you got the drive belt on this side and the fan is on that side, it's got a lot of end play, so that's what all that noise is. Clinker wise, it's been good. I mean, I haven't had to, even though the pot is way over to this side in this setup, to the left side, it hasn't really dammed up there. I mean, there's a pretty big clinker in there right now. And if that doesn't go away, I guess I'll poke it, but I think I've only poked one out of the way so far this week. Air's on 1.5 right now. Seems to be where we want to be. Stack temperature with these settings on the long run is a little over 300 usually, 320, sometimes 330. We started out with the 3.5-inch pulley on the motor drive, and that was way too much air, so we had to slow the fan down. So to do that, we went down to 3-inch pulley. That didn't quite slow it down enough, so we're at a 2.5-inch pulley now, and we left the pot auger sprocket the same, so we're probably at something like 7.5 pounds per hour right now, which seems to be doing a trick. It has been colder than normal and windy down here lately. It's been, you know, lows in the low 20s and highs in the mid to upper 30s. But this weekend it's supposed to warm up a bit, and this will probably use a little less coal, because Sunday, this is Friday afternoon now, Sunday this barrel was full. So full barrel is probably about 400 pounds. We'll do some calculations later based on feed rate versus Stoker runtime hours and figure that all out. Cold and windy. You can probably hear the wind blowing out there. This is just the after a heat call, the chimney draft sucking the flame up out of the pot. Here's some video of the Stoker running and the not very good noise that the gearbox is making, but it'll keep going for another month like that, I hope.